This is the top 6 fire starters in Pokemon. Number 6, Infernape. Infernape was the final evolution of the Fire Monkey from Gen 4. The reason it's so low on my list is because, well, this was the intro to the firefighting trend, which lasted 3 generations. But anyway, so the reason it's so low is because I really didn't use Infernape that much because I wasn't a major fan of Gen 4, unfortunately. I mean, Platinum was decent, but one of the major issues with Gen 4 is it was slow. But we'll talk about generations later. So, anyway, Infernape was firefighting. It was a fighting monkey. So, it was interesting. Number 5, Blaziken. Blaziken was the firefighting starter, the final evolution. It was introduced in the anime in Gen 3? Like at the very end of Gen 3? No, not at the very end of Gen 3. Yes, it was at the very end of Gen... Sorry, not Gen 3. It was the very end of Gen... Basically at the very end of the Jonas stuff. So at the very end of Gen 2, not Gen 3. But, because it was introduced at the very end of Gen 2, we got a glimpse of it. I played with it a lot in Gen 3. Like, I enjoyed Blaziken to an extent. And then it got a Mega. And its Mega's decent, but I wasn't a major fan of it. The Mega was introduced in Gen 6. Before the Gen 6 remakes were made, and therefore Blaziken was kind of outused as a Mega. So once the actual remakes for Gen 3 came out, yeah, I was kind of bored of it. So yeah. Now we're into number 4, Emboar. Firefighting. My favorite of the firefighting starters, as a matter of fact. It starts out as a, what do you call that thing? A Tepig. It's a fire pig. Bacon-eating cactus! That's something from one of shadypenguinn's, Let's Plays. His most recent one, he had a, Emboar. And a Cacturn. But that's rather here nor there. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. But anyway, number 3, Charizard. Charizard got 2 Megas in Gen 6. And although I started with Gen 1, Charizard is not my favorite fire type. I started with the Fire Dragon Charizard X. I honestly wouldn't have minded starting with Charizard Y because of its ability, which basically means its Drought ability, which would mean that like fire moves and moves like Solar Beam would launch automatically instead of taking a turn to fire. So that I would really enjoy using Charizard Y. Number 2, Delphox. Delphox is Fire Psychic, which is one of the plus sides. Unfortunately, I didn't start with Delphox when I played through X and Y. I started with Greninja. I got a Finnegan from a friend, traded, and then from there it was just history. Like, I loved it. One of the major things with it for me is it's Fire Psychic. They finally ditched the firefighting trend after 3 gens. So yeah, I really love Delphox. But why isn't it number 1? What is number 1, you may ask? Number 1, is Typhlosion. Typhlosion was my favorite ever since Gen 2 when it was introduced. I really love the plain fire aspect of it. Just it's not a monotype. It's just or a dual type. Sorry, it's not a dual type. It's a monotype. So it's just fire. So and mine originally had Cut, Swift, and I think Flamethrower and Fire Spin. But I unfortunately lost that cartridge. It was my Pokemon Gold version. Yeah, I lost that cartridge. Made me sad. But then I played through Heart Gold. No, I played through Soul Silver, which I have in my cartridge, in my game set. Anyway, I played through Soul Silver, and so like because my friend and I were using different starters, I actually started with Totodile. But once he got the Cyndaquil to me, I trained that thing up like crazy. Because honestly, I really love Typhlosion. That's really all I can say about that. And that's it for my top 6 for now. So feel free to like, comment, and please subscribe to my channel. Feel free to leave comments on what you think I should post next. And also on a slightly different note, I need to find someone that can do fan art for my channel. Because since I'm visually impaired, fan art isn't a thing I can do. So if you can do fan art or know someone that can, feel free to leave a comment or send me an email. The email will be in the description. So, God bless you guys and stay safe.